Hello there, audience, and welcome to SmackDown. Bianca starts the show, but then Bobby and Dolph come out, and hey, Bobby has promo time. Then the Street Profits come out, and oh god, a 6-person tag match? Finally, Bayley comes out to sort of round everything out, I guess. Bayley and Bianca start off as Bayley takes some control, but gets drop kicked. In comes Dolph and Bianca, but, you know, mixed tag rules, so hey there, Dawkins. As Dolph gets rolled back into the ring, he connects a super kick on Montez Ford. Dolph and Rude start doing some very nice tag moves on Ford, and then Bayley gets involved just to sort of have fun by winking the eyes. We get a pin attempt from Dolph to Ford as he kicks out, then a sleeper hold. Montez fights out of it, and but Montez fights out of it only to get splashed onto the corner. Then Pat says he sees a tooth fly, and honestly, Pat says so, I believe it. The hot tag happens as Dawkins powers through the Zig and Rude. Bobby gets a roll up, but Bianca whips her hair and stops the pin as Street Profits connect their tag. Okay, next up is the women's tag match, and Nelson, just do the tag champs win? Then just skip it. We get a set of mini promos, and my favorite being the one from Aleister Black. Honestly, I'm kind of getting behind this character now, and I love the drawings behind it. Next up is the Intercontinental Championship match between Apollo and Big E. And I just realized something. The two top titles on the SmackDown brand are being defended on SmackDown. Good shit. It starts off with a fast lockup in the corner. Apollo takes control initially, but E powers out of it. E then begins to do the stretching of abs of Apollo. But he then knocks him down. He then beats the chest of Cruz and does the splash on the apron that we've seen a million fucking times. Apollo then takes control after he throws E throat first on the ropes. He then connects a clothesline and beats up E on the outside of the ring. Big E takes control back after a commercial break with some suplexes, but those stop quickly after Cruz connects a kick. Then Apollo goes flying. We get a belly-to-belly from E as they get back in the ring. Apollo connects a punch, then E connects an elbow. Apollo ups the ante with a kick, and now a splash on the corner. But Big E connects a Uragani after Apollo goes for a second splash on the corner. Big E tries to go for a mid-rope spear, but Apollo knee is there first. Then a painful maneuver onto E on the apron. We get a great splash from Cruz, but Big E kicks out. Big E isn't able to reverse Apollo's move and connects the big ending, but it ends because, the commander DQs the whole thing. 1 second. Damn it, Sammy, you're making me sneeze. Fuck, I'm allergic to gingers. Thank you, Commander. Now it's time for the main event, and no, not Jey Uso. And what's that I hear? Oh, a new theme. Oh, baby. So the match begins with a dropkick from Bryan, but Roman hits an uppercut. So far, this is about Bryan's speed versus Roman's strength. Bryan connects a flying knee from the apron onto Roman. As we return from commercial break, we see Bryan working on Roman's shoulder. We see some nice kicks in the corner, and right when Bryan tries to go for a third running kick, Roman connects a clothesline. He then starts to put Roman in a headlock. Bryan tries to fight out of it, but to no avail. Bryan tries to gain momentum by jumping over Roman in the corner and, just running around for a while. Then he gets taken down. Roman starts to toy with Bryan, who starts doing uppercuts. Bryan then gets Roman to the top rope and tries to do a Hurricane Rana, but it gets reversed into a power bomb from the top rope. As we return from commercial break, we see Bryan getting thrown into the barricade by Roman. He brings Bryan back to the ring just to start kneeing the shit out. Roman tries to do something from the top rope, but hits nuts to the turnbuckle instead. Bryan then connects a back suplex from the top rope. Bryan is the first one up, but cover only hits 2. See, AEW, this is how you do high-flying shit that also tells a story. It's very well paced. And it's on SmackDown! A weekly televised show. Bryan does the yes kicks, with the last one being reversed into a Samoan drop. Roman then tries to go for the Superman punch, but gets kicked in the face. They say arm, I saw face. Bryan then starts to take out the arm of Roman. Roman goes outside, and Bryan tries to do a mid-rope dive, but is caught instead. Roman then tries to go for a spear, but he goes through the barricade instead, and there's some match left. If this was on pay-per-view, if there were no commercial breaks for this match, this would be a 5-star match. But there are commercial breaks, because as we come back from commercial break, Bryan hits a flying headbutt, but it gets kicked out of. Bryan tries to do the running knee, but is met with a Superman punch, and oh boy! Spear time! But he gets rolled up and runs under the spear, and connects the running knee, but Roman puts his foot on the rope on the last second. Bryan then goes for those brutal kicks to Roman's face, and connects the yes lock. But Roman fights out of it. He then hits a spear out of nowhere, and Bryan kicks out of that. Roman picks up Bryan and starts to put him in that, shitty guillotine that he always does, but Bryan fights out of it and puts Roman in an armbar that gets put in the E-lock! Bryan then rolls up Roman, and now they're in the middle of the ring. But Roman takes out the hands of Bryan and hits those vicious elbows. Powerbomb. Some more vicious elbows. And another powerbomb. Roman then locks in the guillotine, and Bryan passes out. That's SmackDown, folks, and honestly, you know what? as a motorcycle goes by, because fuck that guy. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. It's a really good show, but it's very bottom heavy. The first 2 matches were kind of okay in my opinion. Then the Intercontinental Championship match was great, and this was almost perfect. Honestly, if there were no commercial breaks, it would be perfect. Hell, I argue this match was better than the WrestleMania match and the Fastlane match. Fight me! So, with that being said, I am your host, Gold Nuclear, doing the thing, okay. Nilsson, make more content so I can give you shout-outs, bitch.